Okay, so for the last, I don't know, year or so, I've been noticing that my oil pressure indicator gauge would bounce around from 5 to 2 to 3 to 1 to 3. To me, it never was accurate. I never really cared because I could tell the temperature was good and the sound was good, and the middle gauge is the only gauge a 911 driver needs to ever look at. That's your tachometer. Then today, I got this message for the third time. So first time I can forget it, second time I can ignore it, third time it's like, okay, you better look into it, at least do an internet search. And so that's what I did. You gotta love Google. One search in Google and I'm on a Renlist forum and everybody's saying it's the oil pressure sensor unit, easy 15-minute change out. And then a quick search on YouTube and there's a video, which this is going to be much better, showing where it's at and how to get to it.
I'm Winston Wolfe. I solve problems.
Okay, I got to shoot vertical only to get the camera in to where I can show you where this sensor dealie is. So, passenger side, right there in the middle of the screen. I'll try to put a graphic around that. But that's it, the one that's got the two wires attaching to the top. It's not going to be easy to get to, but I've already gotten the tips off of the Porsche forums and YouTube. So let's see what's going to be next. So Amazon it is. I'll put the links to these in the description so you can order the exact same things as what I'm getting. But here's the oil pressure sensor switch. It is a Porsche item from Porsche, so they say. Don't trust anything on the internet. And it's $98. Of course, you know, if it was an American Ford, it'd be a $14 switch. You need a 19 millimeter CrowFoot wrench. And there's one that's a little bit cheaper than this, but it's too thick and it's a flare nut. It's the wrong one. This is the one you want. Links will be in the description. Whenever they get here, and we'll go change this out. The other day, the gear wrench, 19 millimeter CrowFoot 3/8 drive came. I think this is going to work. This is narrow. This is what we need. And then today, the oil pressure sensor sending unit dealie came. So because of the lack of room under or in the engine compartment, for lack of a better word, getting my hands and tools and this sensor back there are going to be difficult enough, much less a camera. I wanted to take the time and show you this right here. Right here on top of the sensor unit, you got the normal, typical 50-year-old push-on connectors. One's fatter than the other, so that just means you really cannot mess this up. And on the bottom of the sensor, it comes with a washer. That's all you need for sealing this. I think they call them crush washers. It's a real soft metal alloy stuff, and you just want to torque this down tight. And so here is the thought process. Extension on the 3/8 into the CrowFoot wrench. And then the CrowFoot wrench goes on to the bottom of the sensor, and that's how you lefty-tighty, righty-loosey, lefty to release it. You're going to need the ratchet on top, and then whether or not we're going to need a 6-inch or a 3-inch extension, we're going to figure that out when we go outside and do this, and the cameras are not really going to show this. Millennials, make sure you wear orange, blue, or black rubber surgical gloves, because after all, that's what y'all do. I did do a test on this to see which socket extension I would need. 6-inch is going to be fine. The tool, there's a flange where It's flat on top, and you got the little flange on the other side. You want the flat part on top, and you can find where it goes in there. Now, this gear wrench is a piece of crap. I'm assuming China made. But you know how some sockets have an indent where the ball goes to keep it from slipping out? This does not. So there's no orientation, and this thing is going to come out. It did that on my test fit. So whatever you've got for magnets, yeah, get them handy, get them nearby, because you will be needing it, because this is going to come off. And there's so many places down there that you can lose this. That's going to really suck if that happens. So here goes. Needle nose to pull those electrical connectors off of the top. Man, I can't even get in there to get that off of there. There's one. There's two. They come off pretty easy. And they don't go anywhere or move. So you should be good. So it's like even the, what is this? This is a Thorson. I don't know where this is from. Ooh, I know where this is from now. It's got a little indent to keep this from falling out. That doesn't. That sucks. So what's going to happen is you're going to get this on there, and this whole thing is going to ratchet around. So you want to keep the stem of the extension straight up and down and parallel. Find a finger that'll spin on while you come around, and already have the socket orientated on your wrench for lefty loosey to take it off. All right, let's see if this works like it's supposed to. My flashlight already got jigabooed. This is gonna be a pain in the ass. Now, some guys are talking about coming at it from underneath, and I kind of see where it is, I think. But I can't see that being any easier. I think that's even going to be more difficult. All right, here goes. Ooh, I'm on there. I'm on there. Ooh. Yeah, that turns very easily. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Look at that. Look how easy that was. Now, I'm pretty sure that I can turn this by hand. Yes! Yes! And we are out. Okay. Okay, old one, new one, they do look pretty much identical. This might really be a Porsche part. Now, can I find the hole where that was in? And can I thread it back into that hole? So let's see here. Let me run my finger around down there. Ah, there it is. Oh, shit. That's easy. That is easy. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what I'll do now. Let me get a picture of that for you. Just because I know how you are. Nope, we want to go photo. And let's go with the zoom in. Haha, now my new iPhone 13 is deductible because I used it in a video. That's why 1%ers don't pay any taxes. We know how the tax system works. Okay, now flip this around to tidy. Push it that way and pull it in to tighten it. Okay, let's get that set up to about where I'm hoping it will be. I'm on it. It's turning. A little bit of ratchet. It is turning. A little bit more. I'm getting about, I want to say almost a half, maybe a little bit more. And now can I get it out? I got it out. I did not lose the socket. Yes. It did not take long at all. Now, let's reach in and put those plugs back on. And I cannot see. Oh, let me twist my light a little bit better. It looks like the fat one is on the far side. That looks like the thin one. That goes on easily. That goes on easily. All right, that was quick. That was just as easy as everybody said it was going to be. And did not need the magnets after the first attempt. So how long did that take? Just a few minutes. And you were able to watch me do it live. Okay, we're done. But we got to test it, right? I am confident in my work, but it is YouTube. I want to see proof. Let's get some proof. Look at that. It's working. It is working. We got oil pressure. Pretty easy, huh? Oh my God, look at all the oil! Turn it off, turn it off! Just kidding. Everything looks fine. All right, man, there's no reason for y'all to be taking your cars to a Stealership. You can only imagine that PorscheStealership would charge you $200 for that switch because it cost me $100 basically. And then they would charge you an hour and a half of labor to put it in, at least. That's it, man. If this helps you, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. I got more helpful shit coming out. See ya.